This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Alright everyone, hope you're all doing fantastic and having a great weekend, whatever it is that you're up to. Now, I'm going to be doing two videos here back to back, both of them very, very important. So if you're not subscribed, first of all, welcome to the channel and click that subscribe button and drop your thoughts below on both of these videos. Now, on this one, we're going to be talking about the latest news that Sky Sports will in fact up the price of the Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Anthony Joshua rematch on December the 7th, which happens to be taking place in Saudi Arabia. So they're going from, we're going to round it up from £20 to £25. They're both minus 5 pence, but we're going to round them up. So £20 to £25. That's an extra £5 difference. Now, when you look at it, you think, okay, it's £5. Okay, big deal. It's only £5. Now, first of all, here's my thing. Now, first of all, I'm a sucker for pay-per-views, and yes, of course, I will be buying it, no matter how much it costs, of course. But that's what Sky Sports are looking for. They're looking for people like me and many of you guys who will, no matter what they do, we're going to buy it, okay? Because we support Anthony Joshua right here in the UK. Sky Sports is a UK-based platform. So we here in the UK, we want to watch Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Anthony Joshua in the hope that Anthony Joshua gets those titles back. And most of us believe that he will. And of course, many people will probably watch it in the hope that Joshua don't. Now, to move it up from £5, yes, it's not a great deal of money, but it's the principle, in my opinion. Because let's look at certain things, okay? We're going to cover quite a bit in this one. Now, £25, yes, okay, it's nothing compared to what the poor guys over in America have to pay for a pay-per-view, okay? Those guys in America, they get a pay-per-view and they have to pay $75 to $85. So as far as that's concerned, yes, okay, we have very little room to whittle when it comes to comparison. But here's where the whittling comes in, or at least from my point of view, because we have to be realistic. Most of us here, we support Anthony Joshua, okay? And we want Anthony Joshua to win. Of course we do. And in my opinion, Joshua winning and getting back to becoming champion and what have you is good for British boxing as a whole. Whether you like Joshua or not, he is important for it. So hopefully he does get the titles back. But here's the thing. He lost his last fight. And that's the reality of it. So he loses his last fight. And for his next fight, they're going to move the pay-per-view price up. That doesn't quite work out, does it? Now, in my opinion, we shouldn't be doing pay-per-view anyway. When we have Sky Sports, because we're paying for all the broadband and everything to go with it, and of course we're paying for the TV stations and whatever TV stations that you have, depending on what your plan is, and we have to pay extra for Sky Sports. And then we have to pay extra on top of it for a pay-per-view. So it comes to a lot of money. So when we go back to what they have in America, for those who want to watch Joshua versus Ruiz, if you're not a subscriber of DAZN and you want to watch that fight, these guys are paying $20. So already these guys are paying far less than what we were. Even when it was only £20, it's still less. $20 is about, what, £16, £17. So it's still less. But they're going to be having theirs for $20. We're paying £25, which is around about $30. But we're getting one night. Those in DAZN, they're not only getting that fight, but they're getting an entire month with it. Or they can just pay $100 and get an entire 12 months worth of content. So who's being ripped off here? In my opinion, it's us. Now, I don't talk about BT Sport too much. I don't criticise BT Sport too much because I don't have BT Sport. I have Sky Sports. So when it comes down to it, me as a customer, I think I have every right to whittle about it. Yes, £25 is not a lot of money, but how does a guy lose a fight and then in the rematch, it goes up by £5? That doesn't make too much sense to me. Yes, it could be the biggest fight night of the year. Of course, a lot of people are going to tune in to watch it. Of course it is. And let's be honest, why did Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, Sky Sports, what have you, put it in Saudi Arabia? Because that's where the most amount of money was coming from. So already everybody involved in the show are getting paid a whole heap load of money out of that one event. This will be Joshua's highest ever payday. His last highest payday was against Andy Ruiz Jr. because DAZN paid him, was it $36 million or whatever it was. So him going to Saudi Arabia, he's going to be getting paid a whole ton more. Yes, so will Andy Ruiz Jr. Yes, so will Eddie Hearn and everybody else on the card now as well. Okay, we get that. But that's why they chose Saudi Arabia. So they're getting a whole lot of money. So why do you need to be upping the price of Sky Sports pay-per-view from £20 to £25? This is pure greed. That's what it is, pure greed. Now, this isn't Joshua's fight. Okay, Joshua doesn't set the price. Not at all. I'm not even too sure if Eddie Hearn does. This is Sky Sports. Sky Sports, you already get enough money out of us. Why are you upping the price of a pay-per-view that, first of all, is not in our country? Yes, it's a comparable time zone where Saudi Arabia, they're 2 hours ahead of us. So ordinarily where Joshua will be walking to the ring, say 11 p.m. UK time, it was now going to be 9 p.m. UK time because of Saudi Arabia being a couple of hours ahead. So the time zone, that's fine. But fact is, it's still not in our country. Okay? So to up the price for a guy who lost his last fight, yes, we're all keen and eager to watch the rematch, and that's what Sky Sports, the greedy pricks that they are, want to up a pay-per-view price because they know that this is a highly anticipated fight. Now, if it was for Undisputed, okay, fair enough. If it's for mega fights like a Tyson Fury versus Joshua or a Dillian White versus Anthony Joshua, fair enough. But it's not. So I don't understand. How can someone lose and then you up the price? This is pure greed, Sky. Adam Smith, everybody involved there is pure greed. Joshua and everybody involved are already getting record amounts of money for this rematch. Why do you need to up the price? Is it because maybe these guys are not confident that Joshua's going to win? So if he doesn't win, then he's no longer pay-per-view after this? So they're trying to cash out now just in case? Maybe that's the reason why. Yes, it's only £5. But it's not only £5, it's £25 on top of everything that we have to pay for. And I'm pretty sure going forward, there will continue to be £25. And Eddie Hearn can sit there and say, yeah, but it's the biggest fight of the year. Because I've been wondering, why is it for the past couple of months, he's been saying how Joshua Ruiz is the rematch in Saudi Arabia is going to be the biggest fight night of the year and blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, okay, then, yeah, maybe. It's probably going to be the most watched boxing event of the year, no doubt. But to move up the pay-per-view price is pure greed. There's no need for it. It's pure greed. These guys are already getting a whole shit ton of money. Why do you need that extra £5 for? Just look at it. I mean, even if it's going to be, 1 million people watching this rematch. Well, that's an extra £5 million that these guys, they don't need it, do they? They don't need it considering all the money that these guys are getting from Saudi Arabia. It's pure greed is what it is. Why are we, the British boxing fans, being ripped off by paying £25 when over in America they can pay $20 or $100 for an entire year? Sky Sports, I want you guys gone, to be honest with you. I want DAZN to come in. And maybe this is the plan. Maybe if Eddie Hearn has something to do with this price, maybe it's a case of he wants Sky Sports subscribers to start going, nah, you know what, I've had enough of these. So when DAZN, when his contract with Sky Sports is up, Matchroom's contract is up in about a year or two's time, I think it's about 18 months, isn't it? When it's up, people go, great, excellent, move on, get rid of Sky Sports, come in DAZN. Maybe that's the plan. But for me, yes, it's only £5, but £5 is still £5, isn't it? Yes, most of us can afford it, but it ain't the point, it's the principle. Joshua lost his last fight, so why do we have to pay £5 more to watch a rematch? It's just pure greed. It's pure greed is what it is. I said, this isn't Joshua's fault. I'm not even too sure if this is Eddie Hearn's fault. I don't know what Eddie Hearn, what input he has as far as pricing goes for pay-per-views. I have no idea. But ultimately, the buck lays with Sky Sports. If Sky Sports don't want to do it, then they won't do it. You put on a pay-per-view with KSI Logan Paul last weekend for $10. First of all, it shouldn't have been pay-per-view anyway. Again, you're ripping people off. It's just pure greed. Yes, it's all about numbers. It's all about revenue. Of course it is. Yes, it's a business. It's prize fighting. We get it. We get it. But you don't go up from £20, which is already too much, to what, £25? It's pure greed. That's all it is. It's greed. I mean, what's going to happen next? If a Joshua loses again, he's going to have a fight with somebody else. Are you going to move up to £30? Move up to £50? What are you going to do? And I don't care if this is a one-off price. I don't care. I don't want to hear it, Eddie. I don't want to hear it. You shouldn't be doing this. It's greed. None of you guys need that extra money. You don't need it because you're already getting paid a damn fortune from Saudi Arabia. And I'm pretty sure that the rights, because Joshua is not tied into DAZN, so therefore DAZN are going to have to cough up a lot of money to show this fight. So again, you're already earning a crap load of money as well as from DAZN. Stop being greedy. No need for it. Stop being greedy. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.